Hello, everybody that views this video. So I'm talking about the chair cracked. Talking about something that has been difficult to explain in terms of explaining what is being experienced. Anybody that is clairsentient or has the ability of clear feeling with their what they would call a psychic ability, meaning that you would receive nudges from spirit that allow you to become aware of things that are happening in your experience or things like that, or nudges from spirit to proceed with something, things like that. Clear feeling, right? There's an experience that is happening on my, we're going to say thingaling, okay? Although I'm smiling in this video, it is a topic that is difficult to speak about for the reason that there was an experience that is believed to have triggered what is happening down there. So, to describe the feeling of what is happening is somewhat of a prickling feeling on top of the penis head. The penile head. I'm going to be serious about this conversation. It isn't like there seems to be laughter for the reason that it's a sensitive area of the body. There was an experience with a family member that awakened the person that you're viewing up spiritually. There is a feeling that it happened for a reason. It happened to allow the experience of having to have the awareness that spirit is allowing it to happen for another purpose also. So there is sometimes there is itching on top of the thangaling. It would sometimes feel like pressure. The story goes that the family member went into the room early in the morning and laid their hand on top of my thangaling. There's no other way to express it with, they put their hand on it that morning. There was a loud shout. Ah! Then after that, there has been experiences where randomly there may be a prickling feeling on it, a like nudging feeling, like a nudge, or itching on it, there's a difference with the itching. The itching feeling is more of a spiritual itching feeling. If you are well aware of spiritual gifts, then you are aware of the divine allowing certain feelings to come through so that you are aware of something going on in the physical plane, the 3D experience. This happens randomly sometimes, and sometimes it's a feeling that actually happens in the inside of it, like where the tube of the urine comes out. I seen 555 on the, I guess you would say, the timestamp, and also was 4116. Yeah, 6 and 6. 66 maybe. This has been something that has wanted to be expressed. It isn't a way to, some people say, be able to talk about it and sugarcoat it. It happened. I've brought myself to believe that if you allow yourself to forgive a person, you will be able to move on. Then when it happens, it brings up this feeling of not being able to forgive that person for the reason that it is happening. It brings up hopelessness, the feeling that there has to be an indulgence of alcoholic beverage. So recently, maybe 2-3 days ago, there was an indulgence of wine. With that knowledge, 2021 February 27th, 28th may have been the most recent time before a couple of days ago that wine was consumed. Mary Jane hadn't been consumed. 2021, 2022. Now, that experience that is happening is bringing up these addictive feelings, these feelings of you like, it brings up this emotion that, well, or this phrase that you might as well go ahead, like you're already experiencing that. There was this question to spirit as to why it seems that when it does happen, there was first a thought that it's happening for the reason that I'm around that person. That person well, I say live around that person. We're all living. When they are in close vicinity, sometimes it happens. There was a day that this person was eating an egg roll. Then it happened. There was a time that an ambulance went down the road. It happened. is disturbing. Sometimes it happens without warning. I can feel when it's about to happen, or it's almost as if an entity is trying to trigger it, or trying to have a reason to do it. It's distracting. It has been the reason that there hasn't been content uploaded in 2021, 2022. There are stories prior to the experience that would kind of give context or clues to how it led up to the experience of what it is now. There's almost this wanting to indulge. Sometimes it feels like something is inside it, like almost like really, really small, like on micro, like trying to like slide or saying I'm here, like an entity. I spoke to the person that did it. With the experience now, I'm aware that they are consciously aware. Prior to experiencing me within my divinity, they weren't as conscious spiritually. Now they are more conscious. Then I experience how is it continuing to happen? There's this question of did I what caused that experience to continue if we are present? Then I think about divine timing. Is the divine allowing it to happen for some reason? There's another story or a person that it could possibly connect to for the reason of they have an experience of what they're experiencing within their sexual health. So there's the person that did the action, then there's this person that there is a spiritual connection to, that they have experience within their sexual health. There seems to be a spiritual connection to that. It reminds me of them. Then it seems as if there's this reminder of them, only to realize that in this 3D experience right now, we aren't experiencing a physical connection of intimacy. So there's this question of why is the experience happening within my body if that person isn't wanting to, or hasn't expressed wanting to experience an intimate connection with me. I'm not sure at this point. There's this wanting to binge drink wine. Then there's a realization that things have to be purchased to continue uploading videos, like internet that is currently being used by the neighbor's internet box. The internet, things are being experienced. Running out of wine. Prior to become at the beginning of the spiritual awakening, there was eating of plant-based foods, drinking water, drinking water, things of that, saying no to certain foods. Now, having this experience brings up, it's almost like whatever, like drink wine, smoke marijuana, eat red meats. There's a deep hopelessness that I've had to realize that emotions, feelings are temporary, but these feelings are true for the reason of this experience that's happening within the body. 2020, 2021 was spent, 2022 was spent very, there were many moments with other beings that were silent. There wasn't communication with people, experiencing, coming into your own magic and who you are. There was quietness. Now it seems that trying to speak about these things, and then there's this experience happening within the body. It's as if that that line from Nicki Minaj's song, is that the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on? Is it my fault that all of you bitches, that line, right? If I did the spiritual work to be where I am now, that one experience that person touched me, then there was an experience within my body. Is this the abundance that was received for that? If that was like, and the word karma, and there was confirmation with that, right? That person spoke a particular day saying to take legal action against them. They said the word sue. As a empathic being who is aware of who they are spiritually, there is a spiritual way to handle the experience. There is a 3D experience that could be given to this individual. Without money, there has to be a spiritual, it's a spiritual matter. It's happening within my body. Then when I'm outside away from the person, when they are at work, the experience continues to happen. So they're really, it seems like there's just this hopeless, like what can be done? Did they get away with doing that? There's some other being that could be experiencing something similar. So that is the reason that this video is being expressed, so that there is comfortability with another being able to express it. Maybe they have you know, been able to talk about it. You hear things about hoodoo and things like that. When you truly become in alignment with love consciousness, your empathetic nature to other beings is right. What happens when those beings are not in alignment with what you're in alignment with? You don't have, if you don't have the monetary, the finances aren't there to move to where you would like to move to. What the finances that you are receiving are coming from the person that did the action. Prior to that experience happening, Spirit spoke, don't leave the house. There was also a Spirit was speaking that particular day in 2021. You can leave the house, don't leave the house type of thing. So it was like, oh,